So most don't see this coming, and it's specifically because most just don't have the knowledge. So if you want the knowledge, appreciate you for coming to this channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Now, we got 164 days until the next Bitcoin halving cycle. And in this video, I'm going to explain you a few catalysts that can create a massive altcoin season. I am interested in hearing you guys' predictions if when you think altcoin season will begin. Do you think that it's already began? Do you think that it will begin sometime next year? Give me your opinion in the comments. But back to the video, 164 days into the next Bitcoin halving cycle, family. You can see here, when we get to May, the the CME group, right, they're starting to price in that we could potentially get a Fed cut sometime in May. Now, why is this significant? Because, family, that's just one of the catalysts that could potentially lead us into a massive altcoin season all around the same time. Not only that, if we swing over here, you can see that a lot of central banks are starting to and this is a great thread, by the way, by Satoshi Stacker. But to sum it up, a lot of the central banks are starting to struggle. So a lot of people are predicting that the Fed will have to make a change before they break something again with these banks. Not to add, unemployment is going up. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? As the economy gets worse, the market gets stronger with the anticipation of quantitative easing. And that's pretty much where we at, because you can see here that the altcoin market, even on the day, we're starting to see altcoins now pump 20 and 30% on the day. Now, these are not small caps and low caps where that's easy and attainable, right? These are literally top altcoins, right, in the top 100 that are starting to send 20 to 36% on the days, in some cases 50%, 100%. So a lot of people will mitigate against their opportunity to get 100x gains because they're not in the market or sitting on the sidelines. The more that you sit on the sidelines, the more you take away from a potential 100x. I know a lot of people want to wait until we get the green light, which would be quantitative easing. But again, you don't want to wait until it's obvious that we're in a bull run. You want to take advantage of the opportunity now. And again, on this channel, we're here to preach, family, opportunity, proper preparation, and putting yourself in a position to have first mover advantage. Because when the market picks up and a lot of retail and institutional comes in, you feel me, they'll be our personal exit liquidity, opposed to many in the last cycle who bought at the top. And again, this cycle will award many generational wealth. We're talking about wealth that can change your family name for years to come. And this is just the beginning, in my opinion, of the crypto bubble, because digital assets are the future. You just think about it. Just think about how often you use cash these days. You probably don't even use cash these days. I had to think about it the other day. I'm like, dang, I rarely use cash these days. You know what I mean? You know, back in the day there, your boy used to feel good about bringing out that stack with all ones. You feel me? They ain't know it was ones though. They thought it was hundreds and fifties, but I used to pull out that stack and it was just all ones though. You feel me? But now it's just like, people just swipe their card, and in these cases, you don't even want to swipe your card. You just tap it, because all the scammers and scamming that's going out there. And please ignore the scammers, and please, Mike, please stop moving. But please ignore the scammers in my comments. Please, the people that's reaching out to you, that is not me. Okay, y'all know where Millie be at in the Patreon, right? And even when I'm in the Discord, I'm not asking you to message me. But again, we rarely use cash. Digital assets are the future, family. Taking a look at the altcoin 3 chart, family, you can see since we made this line, this uptrend, right? Since we pretty much, I don't want to say I called the bottom, but you can see here I started, and this is not necessarily the bottom, but this is the point of reversal, in my opinion. You can see that the uptrend began this, we can actually draw this right here from the bottom. So the uptrend has been going on. In fact, you could say that the altcoin, and this is the total 3, you could say that the altcoin market here started an uptrend around December and January, right? We've seen a huge, massive move in January all the way to March. I mean, meme coins and AI coins literally went parabolic. But you can see we have been low-key in a uptrend, and many people will miss these moves because they don't have the knowledge, family. So I appreciate again everybody that showed up here. Massive double bottom here from the stock RSI, and this is the weekly, giving us an opportunity to zoom out and see where we're at in the chart. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to have a bullish Q4, but it is setting up to be one. You know what I mean? We could possibly get that one flash crash, right? That a lot of people are predicting either right before the halving cycle or right after. But you can't deny that the altcoin market is currently in a uptrend. So a lot of people want to, brush it off like, oh, it's just a fake out, this, that. I don't see any fake out. What I see, is a uptrend here, and you can see the clear path, and now we're here. So, do we bounce back to the trend line? Possibly, but I don't think that necessarily stops the uptrend. So a lot of people will get faked out thinking like, oh, this was a fake rally, it's over with, these influencers, we got wrecked, we bought up here at the top of the path. But again, even if we bounce here, we could possibly still bounce from the trend line and go back up. So I would pay attention to the altcoin 3 market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, just to kind of like graze and trying to see what the sentiment could possibly be. But I'm gonna be frank with you. Right? We are heading up to those overbought levels. But you see here in January, we was up there for about what? We was up there from January to April. So January, February, March, April, about 3 to 4 months. We had a massive rally. So we know the stock RSI can definitely hang up here. So I want to make that clear to people who think like, oh, just because we peaked at overbought, I mean, we can hang up here, going into January and then fall down right. It's kind of like, it's crazy how I draw this, and it kind of like makes perfect sense in my head. Yeah, I know many people probably don't understand what I'm looking at, but again, February could be that correction that we need going into the halving cycle. So you got one last chance. You may, if we don't just shoot straight up from here, you may have one last chance if you're on the sideline. Okay, you may have one last chance. But taking a look at the catalyst that we got Bitcoin spot ETFs on the way, and we're not even talking about spot ETFs. Let's say ETFs, because now it's been a conversation moving away from Bitcoin spot ETFs, which tells me that Bitcoin spot ETFs could definitely get the green light. But now everybody's starting to talk about Ethereum ETFs. Now we're moving on to a new conversation, which are Ethereum ETFs. Then, of course, we got the Bitcoin halving cycle and Fed cuts around what, March. So all of this stuff could potentially happen around the same time. And these 3 catalysts are huge, right? This is not just, a convention, right? A Bitcoin convention, and then, or a ETH upgrade. This is spot ETFs, Bitcoin or Ethereum, Bitcoin halving cycle, and quantitative easing. So I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the current altcoin market. A lot of people are going to miss these moves. Too many people on the sidelines right now, but we are in the market, family, and we will win. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.